Did you know that according to Carolyn Bouchier, people have been knitting worldwide for over 1,800 years, both men and women? And did you know that according to Dr. Valenzuela, mental activity and social engagement, both of which can be found in knitting groups, reduces the chances of getting dementia by almost 40%? Yes, knitting is therapeutic for your body and your mind, and there are dozens of reasons why it is so. It can alter your physical health. It can improve your mental state of mind. It can improve your overall outlook on life. And once you practice the skills, learn from knitting and crocheting, I promise you can improve your life. I've been knitting and crocheting myself for over 25 years. I have a lot of knowledge of knitting and crocheting and other crafts, not to mention the history of these crafts. There are knitting clubs everywhere in the world. You can join them anytime you want. Most of them don't charge anything for joining. They'll often give you yarn and knitting needles for free, and they're happy to teach you. And some of the things that can be treated with knitting and crocheting are chronic pain, mental illness, and a drug or alcohol addiction. According to Stitchlinks, knitting can treat chronic pain in many patients, whether they're suffering from an illness or an injury or something else. Knitting can change the perception of pain, which allows people to use knitting to control chronic pain. Besides that, knitting creates a relaxing meditative state. People practicing meditation can take years to master it. Knitting only takes a few hours. This meditative state of mind can create healing in the body. According to Stitchlinks, a number of mental illnesses can also be treated with knitting. These include schizophrenia, obsessive compulsive disorder, and others. The repetitive motion, the experience of success, and the acceptance of mistakes are all reasons that knitting is acceptable as a treatment of depression. As a matter of fact, the physicality and the rhythms and the patterns also prevent the panic disorders and other similar problems from occurring as well. According to Stitchlinks, knitting can even treat drug addiction. Some authors have gone so far as to claim that they've quit smoking as a result of picking up knitting. It provides the addict a distraction. It gives them something else to do with their hands so they can't smoke or take a drink. It also creates endorphins in the brain, such as serotonin and dopamine, among others, which satiate the mind and the body, reducing the need for another drink or another cigarette. The best thing you can possibly do, if you're not knitting already, is to join a knitting group or start one yourself. They can be found anywhere: nursing homes, hospitals, libraries, anywhere they need to be found. And if you can learn to knit or crochet, you can actually control major problems in your life that you thought were impossible to overcome. If you want to learn how to knit, the education is found online. It's on YouTube. It's in your local library. You can find it in a book or a knitting group or a yarn store or anywhere else. Even ask a friend who knows how to knit. They'll be happy to teach you. Thank you very much.